I greet you all in the most peaceful and dignified way by saying, may the peace of Allah be with every one of us. I feel extremely honored to be invited to speak on a matter of urgent national importance, which is religious literacy as a pathway to national cohesion in Nigeria. So it is most important to discuss religious literacy at this critical point in our lives as we encounter numerous conflicts stemming from a poor understanding of the values and principles of the religion we profess. Nigeria is one of the most vibrant countries religiously, with statistics showing that we are one of the top 10 states with people who strongly identify with religion. In some researches, it was confirmed that we are number 9 in terms of people who claim to have more faith or who are so religious across the world. This points to the fact that Nigeria is not just lacking in religion. If anything, we are deeply religious. Yet, paradoxically, we are often insufficiently religiously literate. This gap between devotion and understanding has contributed to some of the most troubling conflicts in our recent history. In the Northeast, the insurgency led by Boko Haram and its affiliates has devastated communities, claiming thousands of lives and displacing millions. By using the language of Islam, these notorious groups claim they are on a mission to create some sort of Islamic state. Yet, their actions fundamentally contradict Islamic teachings on the sanctity of life, justice, and human dignity. In the North Central region, particularly in states like Benue and Plateau, violent clashes often described as farmer-herder conflicts and communal clashes with long historical roots have increasingly taken on religious coloration, deepening mistrust between Muslim and Christian communities, even when the root causes are economic, environmental, and political. In the Northwest, banditry and mass abductions have caused massive loss of lives and properties and have further destabilized society. While these acts are primarily criminal, they are sometimes framed in religious terms, reinforcing harmful stereotypes and collective suspicion. In the Southwest as well, often claim to exhibit a high degree of religious tolerance, we have gradually seen conflicts over the use of the hijab and resistance to the display of religious identities in public places. This development is rapidly destroying years of harmonious relationships that religious communities have enjoyed for many years. What do all these examples reveal? It explains that the core of many of these crises we have witnessed in recent times is not absolutely about religion, but the misuse of religion enabled by ignorance. When individuals lack a proper understanding of religion, religion becomes a tool for mobilization into violence. Communities interpret conflicts through narrow sectarian lenses, and narratives of us versus them replaced shared national identity. Against this backdrop, we must emphasize the importance of religious literacy, and I commend the leadership of NIREC for choosing this topic as a theme for its 2026 council meeting. So in terms of conceptual and definitional issues. In an attempt to offer a comprehensive definition of the term religious literacy, Professor Martin Hubani of the School of Theology at the University of Finland began with the definition of literacy. Drawing on the UNESCO definition, it was defined as the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, and communicate through media, sources, and text. To put into context, religious literacy is defined by the Harvard Divinity School as the ability to discern and analyze the fundamental intersections of religion and social, political, and cultural life through multiple lenses. In simple terms, the term refers to the ability to understand and engage with religious traditions and their impact on society. Scholars argue that religious literacy goes beyond simply knowing one's faith. It is the ability to understand the basic beliefs and practices of different religions, appreciate the diversity within and beyond the religious faith, and engage respectfully with others across religious lines. When we understand our own religion and that of others, we become less vulnerable to manipulators and possess the following characteristics. 1, we are able to distinguish between authentic teachings and extremist traditions. We can understand that not all conflicts involving Muslims and Christians are religious in origin. It will reduce fear, suspicion, and stereotypes in our society. It will promote dialogue grounded in knowledge rather than emotion. Empirical studies are proving that there is a strong relationship between religious literacy and peace, especially in conflict societies. A study conducted amongst Indonesian youth shows that religious literacy helped young people in the following ways. 1, challenge extremist narrative, build interreligious relationships, and promote civic cooperation. Cross-country studies of fragile states, including Nigeria, Somalia, Colombia, and some other Sahel states, also found that faith-based mediation improved 1, ceasefire acceptance, community reconciliation, and early warning systems. From an Islamic perspective, religious literacy is not just optional, it is essential. This is because Islam encourages knowledge, reflection, and engagement. The Quran reminds us, O mankind, indeed we created you from male and female, and made you peoples and tribes, that you may know one another. Quran 49, verse 13. Indeed, this noble verse establishes a powerful principle. Diversity is divinely intended, and mutual understanding, not hostility, is a goal. The life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam offers practical examples. In Medina, he established a pluralistic society through the Constitution of Medina, where Muslims, Jews, and other groups coexisted under shared civic responsibilities. So let's quickly go to why Nigeria needs religious literacy for national cohesion at this point in time. In contemporary Nigeria, religious illiteracy has contributed to ethno-religious tensions, radicalization and violent extremism, religious manipulation for political purposes, and mistrust between communities. Groups such as Boko Haram and its affiliates exploit ignorance by distorting Islamic teachings to justify violence. This is not Islam. It's a manipulation of religion in the absence of proper understanding. We all know that the true Islamic teachings, as well as other religions, uphold the sanctity of life, justice, and peaceful coexistence. It has become important in the present era of information society, where social media not only serves as a major source of information, but also increasingly transforms our lives and drives contemporary conflict. Social media has in no small measure amplified religious misunderstanding and conflict. False claims, including misquoted Quranic and biblical verses, fake stories of religious attacks, and edited videos that inflame tensions spread quickly. As we are approaching the 2027 general elections, there will be numerous attempts to manipulate religion for political purposes, as we saw in the 2023 general elections. Social media was used to frame candidates as anti-Christian or anti-Muslim, and messages suggesting that some candidates were pursuing a certain religious agenda. In our low literacy society, people react emotionally to misinformation and disinformation on social media. A strong religious literacy can help people verify sources before believing, enable communities to resist incitement, and significantly reduce tensions before they escalate. Let me quickly go to the recommendations. One, I want to recommend the integration of religious literacy into education. Pupils should be made to understand religious values across board, not just their own religion. We have to develop curricula that both teach Islamic and Christian studies with emphasis on shared values such as peace, justice, and compassion. Number two, religious leaders, especially imams and pastors, should be trained to promote interfaith understanding and responsible preaching. Institutions such as NIREC have done very well, but they should facilitate more dialogue, especially at the community levels, not at elite gatherings such as this. NIREC and other relevant agencies should influence the National Assembly to make laws or revise laws that will strengthen policies for civic and religious education, and that's where my institute becomes relevant here. And the media should be challenged to promote more accurate reporting on religious issues to avoid inflaming tensions. So finally, Nigeria's strength lies in its diversity. But diversity without understanding can come with division. Religious literacy offers us a path forward, a way to transform our differences into a foundation for unity. Let us embrace knowledge over ignorance, dialogue over division, and unity over discord. May Allah guide us towards peace, wisdom, and national cohesion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.